What's up guys, Dylan back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Ethereum Classic being added to Coinbase. I'm sure you guys have heard the news, the hype, and really everything surrounding this whole tweet that Coinbase released. I believe it was a day or two ago. I have the blog post up that Coinbase actually officially released as well. We'll get to that. But before we start, I just kind of want to talk about the differences between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic for those of you who don't know. Ethereum Classic was the original chain that Ethereum was based around. It was on the DAO smart contract. I'm not going to go into what that is. But basically, there was a bug, and a hacker exploited this bug and took hundreds of millions of dollars from the basic crypto hedge fund, which was the original Ethereum chain. And everybody got together in that whole project and decided, yeah, it's probably best if we hard fork off this. But then there was also the true believers in the original Ethereum, and they said, no, we're going to keep it. So you got the Ethereum Classic, and then you have now the Ethereum. Ethereum Classic is ETC, Ethereum is ETH. Those are the two tickers. Do not get those mixed up. So we'll also go over that on Coinbase. We'll check the price, and then I'll give a kind of a little bit of a price prediction. I'm not going to pull up any charts and do any of like the analysis stuff, but I'm not that good at that anyway, so you guys wouldn't want me to do that. So now let's jump right into it. This is the Ethereum Classic page now. It is ethereumclassic.org. I believe there was another one that was Ethereum Classic github.io. That's for like archives and stuff, so do not go to that. This is the official one. So the blockchain, it just kind of gives you a rundown on everything. What is Ethereum Classic? And more than just a blockchain. So this is their website. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can go to ethereumclassic.org, and it'll give you a rundown on everything they're about. Now, here is the blog post that I found from the Coinbase blog on Medium. So adding Ethereum Classic support to Coinbase. We are pleased to announce our intention to add support for Ethereum Classic to Coinbase in the coming months. We are announcing this both internally and to the public, consistent with our process for adding new assets. So as you guys know, Bitcoin Cash was added to Coinbase last December, or maybe it was early or late November, and when it was added, it skyrocketed. If you had any, I don't know many people that did. I didn't even know that it was around. Excuse me. It skyrocketed and people made a lot of money. Now there was some foul play believed to be the reason behind this, because there was inside trading. So, that could be a good thing or a bad thing if you're holding Ethereum Classic right now. If you have any apps, if you use TradingView, make sure you set an alert to where you would like to sell your Ethereum Classic at. If you guys don't know how to do that, there's plenty of tutorials on Google and other sources to find out how do you set up alerts to send you a text message when a coin hits a certain price or drops below a certain price, but hopefully hits a certain price at a higher value than what you have it at, so you guys can sell it. So going more into this, so per this process, we will now begin the engineering work for supporting Ethereum Classic. So they're on their way to getting this asset added to the assets they offer. As part of this process, customers can expect to see public-facing APIs and other signs that the asset is being added, blah, 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 blah. What Ethereum Classic support means for our products. Coinbase Custody. The custody team is planning to add support for deposits and withdrawals of Ethereum Classic. Note that that custody will likely support more assets than those available to trade on Coinbase Markets. Coinbase Pro, which used to be GDAX, they changed it to Coinbase Pro, and Coinbase Prime and Coinbase for the foreseeable future. Coinbase Markets. The markets team is planning to add trading support for Ethereum Classic. So basically, they are going to allow the buying of Ethereum Classic as an asset on Coinbase. The Prime team, blah, blah, blah. This gives you like the rundown. I will post this article in the description, or I'll pin it as a comment. One of the two, you guys can find it there. So frequently asked questions. What is Ethereum Classic and how does it differ from Ethereum? This is basically what I just went over, except they kind of leave out the part that there was a bug and a hacker took hundreds of millions of dollars. So when will be trading available? When will trading be available? As part of this process, customers can expect to see public-facing APIs and other signs that the asset is being added. When we reach the final testing phase of the technical integration, which we expect to occur over the next few months, we can publicly announce a launch date for trading via our blog and Twitter. So basically, stay up to date. If you don't follow Coinbase, follow them on Twitter or their blog or any of that to make sure you know when it is getting added, because I have a feeling. Now, all of this is personal opinion. I have a disclaimer in the description below stating that. Do not take this as gospel. Take this as an opinion. Base your own ideas and actions off of your own due diligence and work and studying the market. But what I think is going to happen, once the news got released, we saw a little spike in price. Once that spike in price kind of settled down, we saw it drop back down the same day. So what I'm saying here is, don't take your life savings out. Don't sell your house, buy a bunch of Ethereum Classic, and wait for the spike. Don't do that. But what I am saying here is, if you have Ethereum Classic right now, or if you're looking just to make a buy into something, and maybe hold it till it does hit a certain price that you want to sell, it's added to Coinbase, it spikes, sell at that peak. That is what I believe is going to happen. It's going to peak. It's going to skyrocket. Excuse me. It's going to skyrocket, and then we will see it also kind of do the same thing as Bitcoin Cash when it jumped in price, and then it kind of settled back down, and it's kind of trading at a lower point now than what it was when it was added. So, with that being said, let's check over at CoinMarketCap and see what the price is right now. Should have had this pulled up. I apologize. So, we're sitting at $13.75. 6.84% down from yesterday. So let's see, one day. So it was trading earlier today at 14. It dropped down to the lowest point was $13.20 US dollars, of course. Now let's check the week. So the beginning of the week, trading at $15.28. Dropped all the way down to, what is that, $12.30. Then that news got released, and look at this spike. I mean, the volume and everything behind it just pushed it up, and its peak was, I believe, $6.21, somewhere in there. Yeah, $6.21. So we saw a huge price increase, like $4 or something like that. And that's a lot. If you have a lot of Ethereum Classic and you held it, and this news came out, and you sold at that peak, you could have made some money. So with all this being said, now I'm going to talk about Ethereum versus Ethereum Classic and what I think is going to come. Ethereum Classic isn't as strong. Okay, let me take that back. It's not as strong as Ethereum. Ethereum has all the hard hitters now that were behind Ethereum Classic to begin with. They moved away from that project because of the bug that was exploited and the hacker doing all what he did and taking the money from the hedge fund, or the crypto hedge fund. And basically, I don't see it doing that well compared to Ethereum, just because Ethereum gets updates. Ethereum Classic does not. They have their own updates, but like what happens on the Ethereum blockchain does not happen on the Ethereum Classic blockchain. Obviously, if you guys don't know, that's what a hard fork is. It splits off the chain. It starts its own chain. So what I'm thinking is it's going to compete, but it will never surpass Ethereum. Ethereum's right now, I believe, let's see, we can always look at CoinMarketCap. Ethereum is, wow, $477.03. It was a lot higher like 2 days ago. It was at like 600, so it's dropped a lot too. So I need some coffee to stay up tonight, guys. But anyway, so Ethereum is a stronger project, but I definitely think Ethereum Classic has the support behind it from the community, and it does have some good members behind it on their team, and the roadmap looks good. You guys can check out their roadmap on that website that I showed. That will be in the comment or description in the video. Besides that, though, I think right now what we can take from this is it's going to be added to Coinbase. There's definitely going to be a price increase. It may not be drastic, but there's definitely going to be a $1 to $2 increase minimum. That's minimum. That's what I'm thinking in the months to come once it's added. And also what I like to think of is you look at all the coins that are on Coinbase right now. They're all very highly priced coins, at least in my opinion. I don't have thousands of dollars to buy hundreds of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever it is that's on there, Bitcoin Cash. So when you get an asset such as Ethereum Classic that's only $13, people are going to see that are new to crypto or just trying to get invested into crypto and want to use an easy app, Coinbase. They're going to see that and they're going to buy into it. And the more money that is put into Ethereum Classic, it's going to shoot up the price. Obviously, there's more math behind it than that, but simple but sweet. It's going to shoot up the price. Excuse me, guys. And give it more of a value and basically just help rise that price. Now, do I think it's going to be $1,000 coin? No, I don't. But I definitely think it will be worth more than $13. I think, in my opinion, $50 to $60 and even more than that. I believe the all-time high for Ethereum Classic was, I think it's like, like $45.51. So I definitely think it's going to beat that all-time high in the months to come. Once it's added, a bunch of money flows into it. I definitely think it will probably peak at $60 to $65 per coin, and then it will settle back down to about $50 to $55 per coin. So once again, this is all personal opinion. Don't take my word as gospel. That's about it, guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you want to stop in, check out our Discord. That link is in the description below as well. Also, check out the GitHub for any profit trailer settings or any ideas that I post on there if you want to check that out. But besides that, thanks for stopping in, guys, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.